Hello, hello, Facebook community. Thank you so much for being here, for joining. My name is Kadeem, and as you can see today, day number 752, topic is protecting your energy in 2023. So welcome in today. Thank you for joining here at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Some of y'all might be in a different coast. Maybe you're watching sometime later after this broadcast, but thanks so much for watching and tuning in today. Going to be talking about ways to protect your energy and what that's like, and sharing some practical tools you can do immediately to start that process for yourself. So thank you for joining in, Facebook. Okay, I see that we have some folks coming into the Zoom space. Let's see, who do we have here? We have Z, hello, hello. Good morning, good morning. Abimbola, good morning. Thank you for being here. I know I saw
Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings. Thank you for being here. I know Valerie's here. Auntie, she's still connecting to audio. Yeah. I mean, it's great. It's great. We have the Facebook community, we have the Zoom community. People are going to keep coming in on Zoom. Really looking forward to today's topic about ways that you can protect your energy, and even what that means. What does protecting your energy actually mean? So going to be sharing ways you can do that, and sharing ways you can do that within the next half an hour, because today's a Monday and Monday sessions are half an hour. So doing all the things within a half an hour, getting what you can within a half an hour, and going out into the world to live life with stronger, more protected energy. So let's see who else came into the Zoom space. Adam, hey. Good morning. Thanks for being here. And
Brother Kadeem, how you doing this morning?
Well, thanks. How are you?
Every day is a good day whenever I wake up. And Happy New Year's to all the Wolf family.
Happy New Year. Thank you so much. Thank you. And we have Phyllis. Hello. Good morning. Thanks for being here. Valerie, good morning. Happy New Year. Valerie.
Good morning. Wolf family, Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy New Year. Thank you all for joining, for being in this space today. As you can see, the topic for today is protecting your energy in 2023. I know, actually, I think everyone here, for the most part, that's in this space was here yesterday. So this is kind of like a part 2 from yesterday. Yesterday, we did some energy clearing and cleansing. Now that things are clear and cleansed, now it's time to protect, right? Just clear, they want to protect, so you can stay as clear as possible and not sort of have any more negativities or the heaviness come back, right? Now that you clear it, you got to protect it. So who else is in the Zoom space? Florence, hello. Good morning, thanks for being here in the Zoom space today. And Laura, thank you so much for coming back in the Zoom space today. Love that.
Morning.
Hey, good morning. I know that you all were on yesterday, so looking forward to today's session. So I'm going to be quiet and let this video play, and I'll be back after the video.
Wake up, everybody. It's time to get up. Wake up, everybody. It's time to get up. Stay woke. Stay woke. Stay woke. It's time to get up. Stay woke. Stay woke. Stay woke. It's time to get up. We're healing, we're dealing, we're growing. Together, releasing. We're teaching, we're moving. Together. We're striving together, together. We're leading, connecting, transforming together, together.
Hello, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here on today's session. My name is Kadeem, a wellness practitioner, and today we're going to be talking about protecting your energy in 2023. First, I just want to give some honor to some folks in the space who are supporting. We have Shawnee Benton Gibson and Charmaine, Mama Charmaine. Let me tell you, Mama Charmaine and Mama Shawnee, it is a deep honor to have these two women supporting me today. These two women have seen me grow up from ever since I was young to an adult, initially at the St. Paul's Community Baptist Church under the direction of Reverend, I guess is Bishop now, Reverend Bishop, Dr. Johnny Ray Youngblood. So for them to help support me as I was younger as a youth, and now to support me in this way as an adult, full circle moment. So thank you both so much for being on the back end to support me today. They're doing the tech, so they might be saying some things in the chat. They're also going to be talking, maybe answering some, not answering questions, but sort of mentioning some of the questions that are in the chat or posting some of the things that's on Facebook into the chat. So you might be hearing from them throughout the session. So thank you so much for them for supporting the tech today. So yesterday, for those that were on yesterday was about clearing your energy for 2023. For the folks that were on yesterday, can someone unmute and just share their experience about yesterday? Maybe even share how you're feeling today. You might be like, today when I woke up, I felt a bit more refreshed. I felt better. I felt healthier. Whatever that is for you, but just talking about yesterday's experience about the cleansing. So can someone just unmute and share their experience about yesterday?
Good morning, family.
Good morning.
This is Gina.
Hey,
Still in
Gina.
the bed, sorry.
It's okay, you're fine.
Yesterday was very powerful as far as, the clearing, the meditation. It was great. But now that you mention it, so today I'm feeling kind of tired and a little sick. So maybe I'm clearing some things. I woke up saying, why is my stomach feeling weird? I'm gonna lie back down. So maybe that's part of the clearing, or maybe still releasing and cleansing. So
Yes.
thank you for that.
Thank you. Yeah, it's interesting, when you start the process of doing like deep clearing and cleansing, like other stuff may come up. It might be uncomfortable. I mean, you think about it in this way, if you decide to go on a fast, right? Or just drink liquids or broth, what happens usually? You might be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fast, it's gonna be great, we're gonna feel better, or we're doing this for some sort of spiritual connection cleanse. When you fast, though, what happens? Right? I mean, be like, I have a headache, I feel weak, my stomach is hurting. And then you go to the bathroom, and what's happening? You're releasing. And it can be uncomfortable when you do that release in the bathroom. Right? But then after the fast, after the stuff is cleansed out, it's like, oh, okay, now I feel more clear. Now I feel more balanced. So sometimes the clearing process is not always comfortable. So thank you so much for sharing that, Gina. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Florence, I know it says you were not here yesterday, but that's okay. Totally fine. You can catch the recording on Facebook because it's there on Facebook. So for those that were unable to catch the live yesterday, you can see the recording on Facebook. It's there. So today we are going to be doing some energy protection. Okay, energetic protection. So let's think about the energy, right? What is that? I mentioned yesterday that in regards to energy, the spiritual world has been calling it the aura for the longest time. And that the scientific world has now caught up. and now they're calling it the biofield or the electromagnetic field. And we know those fields, that part of us exists, because any of those moments or times in which maybe we like see someone for the first time, we're just meeting them even before shaking their hand, and we might go, feeling a certain way about you, not sure what I'm feeling, but something is telling me I maybe should not trust you. That's the energy. That's the biofield talking to us. That's the aura talking to us. All those moments in which you maybe get like a gut feeling that maybe I shouldn't do this thing, or maybe I should do this thing, right? It's not like you are physically hit, right? That do this thing now, right? It was none of that. It was like something internal, right? It wasn't like a physical thing. It was something internal that happened. So realizing that there is this aura, this electromagnetic field around us. And, again, spiritual world has been saying some stuff for many years. But again, the science is now catching up. There are now tools that can actually measure, the electromagnetic field and the aura around individuals. And based off the tools that we have now, it says that the aura, but specifically the aura around the heart energy center, is 6 feet in diameter around us. 6 feet. And they think that it actually might be more, but that's just what the tools can measure. They can measure up to 6 feet. So they can measure, there is this electromagnetic field, there is something happening that's like around the body, this field of energy, but it seems like it emanates directly from the heart. And if you want to learn more about that, the science behind that, you can go to heartmath.org. That explains more about the science behind electromagnetic fields and energy and some of those things. But 6 feet around us. So what does that mean? That means that whenever you think you're just seeing someone or just, giving them a handshake or touching them physically, before that even happens, you're already in their electromagnetic field. You're already in their aura, right? So it's interesting because even, COVID times, what was the distance we had to have from people? 6 feet. Interesting. 6 feet, it could be 6 feet because yes, the physical particles of whatever, saliva, spit, whatever, is, distance to 6 feet. But it's also interesting that the diameter of the electromagnetic field also radiates 6 feet as well. So what does that mean? That means that even before you touch someone feet away from them, you're already in their aura. Which means if you're in this moment with someone and it's like, I don't really like them, something is off, but you're still in the same energy with them, that energy is still affecting you. It is. So the question is, how do we now protect ourselves from that? How can we protect our aura, our energy, protect the electromagnetic field around us so that we can continue to be balanced and whole? So I'll say this. Think about it in the same way where maybe there are 4 different seasons, right? Different seasons require different forms of protection. So wintertime, you might need, well, at least on this coast, on the East Coast in the West, right? You need a coat, maybe a sweater. A few weeks ago when it was like 12 degrees, a hat, gloves, scarf, right? You needed a lot of stuff, right, to protect yourself. Summertime, what do you need? Not all that stuff, right? T-shirt, shorts. If you put on a coat and a hat and scarf and gloves in the summertime and it's 95 degrees, that's not very healthy, right? That's not the correct form of protection during that time. It's been rainy here, right? When it rains, protection is what? Maybe a poncho, maybe an umbrella. So even in our physical world, there are different things that we need to protect ourselves physically. right? So we need to do the same when it comes to our energy. How can we protect our energy? So I'm going to share with you 4 ways, 4 simple ways that you can protect your energy, like ASAP, okay? So if you have a pen nearby or your phone or computer, obviously you have one of those because you're watching this. But you might want to take some notes just to remember some stuff for you if you want. So first tool I'm going to share, visualization. Okay, so realizing that the mind is powerful, very, very powerful. And just imagining certain things helps to protect your energy. So one of the things you can do is you can imagine yourself around like a brick wall. There's like a brick wall surrounding you, all parts of you. And imagine this brick wall all around you. Strong visualization that begins to protect your energy. And this brick wall, this protection around you, you can imagine it like super duper, like wide, super thick. Maybe even imagine some part of the brick wall, maybe it's like a brick house with bricks also on top as well, maybe bricks on the bottom. For like deep, deep protection. I remember one time I did this particular technique. I remember I was with someone that was like very toxic and was like saying stuff. And I was like, brick wall, everywhere, brick wall. To the point where like the person was talking, but I didn't even know what they were saying because the brick wall and the visualization was so strong. And realizing that their words or their toxicity wasn't penetrating anymore because the brick wall was so strong. So visualizing a brick wall is helpful. And realizing you can use these tools like before a thing is coming up, before you're going into a situation, even with when you're in a situation, these things help. So imagining brick wall is one, or I know for some people, imagining like angels or like divine beings around you is also another way to also help as well. So strong visualization, brick wall, imagining brick wall, imagining angels around you, imagining some sort of divine presence around you. Very, very powerful. That's the first thing. Second thing I'm going to share, physicality, okay? Using your physical body to help. So usually when someone does this, they cross their arms like this. Usually we see this as a form of like, oh, they're being, defensive. Or it's like, oh, they're like pushing away. But guess what? When you actually do this with your body, maybe I'll move this down a bit so you can see. When you actually do this, you cross your hand in front of your chest like this, cross your arm. What happens is your aura, your biofield, actually shrinks a bit. So let's say if we use the 6 feet analogy, right? If it's initially 6 feet, you cross your hands, your aura actually comes in closer to you and goes from 6 to about like 4 feet. So crossing, just one, right? So you might think that, oh, someone's being very defensive, or like maybe, but they're also protecting themselves without realizing it. They're protecting their energy as well. So this is one. You can magnify the effect of this by putting your thumbs in, making a fist, because actually this within itself is actually another form of protection. By doing this alone, actually your aura also comes in as well. So you can do this, and then go down hard. This is like even more protection. So it goes from like 6 feet to like 3 feet in, right? Protecting the aura. So it goes in even more, right? Not saying this is the actual feet that it goes in, but just saying it goes in more, right? So that's another one, okay? Last thing you can do with your body for even deeper connection, actually 2 last things you can do. So if you're this way, on the left side, for you, it might be the right side. The left side of the body is where the spleen is. And the spleen energetically is known to be a part of the body where it's like really good energy, like great life force energy. And if you sometimes expose your spleen out and open to someone, they can drain you of your energy. So if you ever had any moments where it's like, oh my God, like you speak to someone, then after you speak with them for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour, it's like, oh Lord, I feel so drained. That's probably because the spleen is probably exposed. So if you just, right, you have this thing, right, crossing the hands, arms in front of the chest, but also if you're talking to someone directly, if you turn your body towards the right so that your spleen is not fully in front of them, but it's protected, and you do this, boom, aura goes in even more, right? So it might go in now to like 2 feet. Boom. Right? Last thing with the body you can do, and this will bring in your aura like super, super close to you, like from 6 to 1. So you have this one closing the hands. You have crossing the arms, and these can all be used separately. You can do closing the hand in the fist, thumbs in the fist. You can just crossing the arms. You can just do turning towards the right to protect the spleen. You can do all three together. Boom, boom, boom. Last one, crossing the legs. Crossing the legs will move your aura in tremendously. And now, let me see. So I'll show you my legs. You're lucky I wore pants today. And don't act like I'm the only one that does not wear pants sometimes on the Zoom calls. So here we go. Lower body. Maybe it might be blurry, but look. Boom. Cross the legs. Right? Crossing the legs. That's it. Simple. Just crossing the legs here. That's all you do. Just cross the legs. This also helps to move the body in as well. But guess what? If you do the cross the legs technique with this, with turning, chow, woo chow, huh? Woo chow, you protected, okay? Protected. So you have visualization, one thing, right? Second thing, physicality. Third thing, and actually I'm gonna have some folks in this space talk about this. I know some of y'all have this. Crystals. Crystals are helpful in energetic protection. So I know some of y'all on the call, I know y'all use crystals. I've seen some of y'all wear crystals. I know some of y'all got crystals in your house. So somebody unmute and talk to me about crystals. How do you use crystals in your life?
Yeah, I'll start us off, and if anyone wants to share, please raise your digital hand. So I have crystals all over my house. Amethyst, tiger's eye, oh gosh, citrine, yeah, just all kinds of crystals. And depending on the crystal and its energy, I use it for different things. I'll carry it on my person. Nobody knows, but I'll put it in my bra, or I'll carry a pouch of crystals when I'm going to facilitate, or if I'm going to have a challenging conversation or be helping people navigate conflict or doing a therapy session, so that energy can be absorbed into the crystal and not absorbed into me, because I'm very, very sensitive to energy and empathic, and I'm very sensitive to sound too. So I'll share maybe a little later about that. But yeah, crystals are an amazing support for the navigation of my life. And I'm so glad, I think maybe 15, 20 years ago, I got more familiar with how to use them personally for myself. I was familiar, you mentioned St. Paul, from us doing the sacred spaces there, but to carry them and have them be my partners, yeah, about 20 years ago, I started doing that, and my life has shifted and transformed as a result, and I'm complete.
Thank you for sharing that.
Mhm.
Awesome, awesome. Who else has a crystal story connection?
Raise your digital hand, family.
And I know it's early.
Mhm.
It's okay.
I'll
If
share.
not- okay.
I have a bunch of crystals. I'm so in love with the rose quartz. And rose quartz, is for love. And so I guess I get why I'm so in love with it. I just love its color. But what is fascinating is I have a crystal. It's a flower agate, and it's in the shape of a flame. So I carry that with me when I'm going out. I carry a bunch of them with me in my pocketbook just for that added protection. Because I feel stuff, and I ignore what I feel, and that's when I get myself in trouble. So I carry these crystals really to protect myself. So when I feel that energy, I grab onto them, and I talk to myself. And okay, Charmaine, you acknowledge what you're feeling. Keep moving to the left. Keep moving to the right. Go back. Go forward. Just to continue to protect myself. And so I'm so in love with the energy that these all different crystals give us. We need to tap into it more, and I'm complete.
I agree. Thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you. Yeah, I know that I'll say there are different schools of thought. I think there's different schools of thought when it comes to different things. But there's different schools of thought when it comes to crystals. So I'll tell you what I've learned that's been beneficial for me in regards to protection, and it's kind of was already said by Mama Shawnee, Mama Charmaine, is that using crystals as a way to help protect yourself, but also as well protect your living space or even your workspace as well. Now, here's what I'll say in regards to work with crystals. They're amazing. They're beautiful. Love them. I sometimes use them in my healing practice. But the first thing I'll say is that when it comes to crystals, is that you should clean them. Like before you use them, and even regularly. I know some folks that like get crystals, like, okay, I have this crystal, I bought it from the store, I'm using it, it's great, amazing. How have you been using it? Like, how have you cleaned it? Huh? What's that? Okay. So we need to cleanse our crystals, because crystals, what they do is that in many ways they have their own intelligence, but also their intelligence in many ways is in regards to how they've been programmed, but also what's happening in the environment. So think about the crystal in this way. Crystals are usually come from the ground, crystals, minerals, the ground. So in order for someone to get that crystal from the ground, it had to have been excavated, right? So it's that banging sound. I know Shawnee mentioned this, the sound, how she sensitive to sound. Banging sound or excavation sound, that is already in the crystal when you get that, right? Then it goes on the truck, goes to wherever it goes, right? The store. Then it's in the store, absorbing energy from the store. People are in the store passing by it, so their energy is also being affected by the crystal. It comes to you, you buy it from the store, then it has your energy. Then if it goes to your house, it's too much energy. And the crystal becomes impregnated with all these other energies. So the crystal has its own consciousness, but I find that sometimes it's helpful to also program the crystal. So I would say first thing you need to do with the crystal, usually when you first get it, is cleanse it. Now, all crystals can be cleansed with water and salt, because some of them are just it's not going to work because they'll dissolve. So the one way I tell people is to cleanse it with water and salt. But sometimes, again, they can't be cleansed in that way because with the makeup. So you're usually using like sage is really helpful. Sage in the crystal is really helpful to cleanse it. I know some people put it in the moonlight or the sunlight is super helpful to cleanse the crystal. So first thing you should do is cleanse it. That's very, very important. I think we should also be cleansing it consistently. So in the same way that we cleanse our physical body every day from outside debris and dirt, if you're using your crystal consistently, even if it's just sitting on your table, it is also absorbing as well dirt and all these things as well. So I think it's important for us to cleanse our crystals consistently. If it's not every day, then consistently. I also say it also depends though on like what's happening in your life. So if you're using your crystal and you walk into a situation that's intense and really rough and really heavy, like right after that incident, you should really cleanse your crystal, because the crystal is going to be holding that energy and it's going to be impregnated with that energy. But also, in addition to cleansing it, also program it. So once it's clean, you can program it, because it has its own intelligence, but it's also intelligent based off of the environment and sort of what it receives. So after you receive the crystal, you cleanse it, you can then tell it what you want it to do. Like point to the crystal and say, you know, crystal, I want you to protect me from all negative energies, entities, thought forms, elementals now. And just let it do that. And it'll do that, it'll do that work for you. So realizing that it's important to cleanse the crystal, but also program it for what you want as well. Very, very important. So that's a really strong form of protection, using crystals, but also talking to the crystal as well for what it is that you need. Very, very powerful. I want to stop here for a bit. I have one more to share with you, one more technique, but I want to stop here for a bit because it is 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know that we're supposed to be done by 7:30. So for those that have to hop off, thank you so much for joining today. You can watch the Facebook recording of it. It's on Facebook. You can go to the Facebook community and watch the rest of this recording. So thank you for joining in if you have to hop off. But I have one more to share, so just give me like 10 more minutes so I can share this last one with you. This last one that I'm sharing deals specifically with energy healing. Okay, energy healing. So the particular energy healing system that I practice is called pranic healing. Pranic healing, and the root word of pranic is prana. Prana is a Sanskrit word that means life force or energy. Other cultures have this word too. So Hebrew, the word is ruach. So from my Judeo-Christian folks, ruach, the breath of life, that means life force and energy. If you've heard of Reiki, which is another form of energy healing, that ki, Japanese, which means life force and energy, or Aikido, the Japanese martial art form, that ki, again, means life force and energy. And then there's chi as well. You think about like Tai Chi. Chinese means, again, life force or energy. So all these cultures have this meaning for life force energy, this word that means life force or energy. So pranic healing was started by a teacher. His name is Grandmaster Choa Kaksui. And a part of the practice that he created with this pranic healing system, it's a way for people to help better their lives and to help them feel more divinely connected to their divine selves. So there is a technique that he teaches within the pranic healing system, which allows you to use energy to help protect yourself. Okay. So we're going to do a very quick and dirty version of that today. I'm going to teach that to you. It's something you can do whenever you need to. Okay. So this particular, the way I'll tell you what it is first, and then we'll do it. So you're first going to focus on the top of your head. You're going to imagine gold light there on top of your head. You're going to put your hands in front of you at your chest. It's going to just send gold light, okay, in front of you. And then at a certain point, you're going to make it into a ball. Go into a ball. You're going to imagine yourself small. Imagine yourself put yourself in the ball. Protect, 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 protect. And then the same way I mentioned that you're going to talk to the crystal to program it, you're also going to talk to the ball as well to program it to protect you as well. Okay? So I think it's a powerful technique, very simple, does not take long to do at all. Okay, so let's try this. So I want you just to tap the top of your head, the crown, to help activate it. I want you to put your hands right in front of you and just imagine gold light coming out of your hands. And imagine that gold light coming out your hands. And just staying in front of you. Just come out your hands, letting the gold light come out. Focus on the top of your head, see the gold light coming out from the top of the head, through the hands. Good, stop. Gonna compress now the gold light, compress. You might maybe even feel something perhaps in your hands, which is great. If you don't, that's okay too. But compress it like you're making a ball. Ooh, compress, 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 compress. Imagine yourself small, imagine yourself super small. Imagine yourself putting yourself in the ball of light, the golden ball of light energy. Compress, compress. And I want you to make like the ball's like clay, okay? And rotating the ball around. Rotating, rotating, rotating. Good. Rotating ball, this golden ball. Okay, good, stop. So now I want you to imagine the golden ball in front of you. Okay, and we're gonna program this golden ball. Okay, so you're gonna repeat after me. Golden ball. I want you to protect me from all negative energies, entities, thought forms, elementals. Now, I want you to externally be impenetrable by these forces now. Golden ball. I want you to internally be permeable to release all negative entities, energies, thought forms, elementals. Now, so be it. You will last for the next 48 hours. So be it. You are super, super strong now. So be it. Only I have the power to remove, destroy, or change this energetic protected ball. So be it, and so it is. Good. Done. How do you feel? How you feel? You can write it in the chat. You can unmute. I feel some of y'all feel a difference or a change just doing that. You feel something like, I feel something is different. How do you feel?
Powerful words, brother. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Who's talking? Who is this?
That's Kojo.
Oh, Kojo. Hey, Kojo. Hey, thank you.
Black.
Thank you.
Come on. Grand Rising.
Grand Rising. Thank you. Thank you. How do you feel after doing this exercise, Kojo?
Empowered. I feel protected. That's powerful words to manifest, to bring towards me, towards my protection. Yeah, feel good.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. That's great. That's great. That's beautiful. So look, I shared with y'all, I know there's comments in the chat, and we'll get to that soon. I'm almost done. I share with you 4 tools that you can do immediately to protect your energy for 2023. Imagine if you did all 4. Brick wall, plus the physicality, plus use the crystals, plus the energy ball. Woo chow, okay? You will be very highly, deeply protected. This is something to do, I would say, when you're, again, coming across energetic vampires, when you're coming against a difficult time at work or in other situations, whether it's relationships, family, or otherwise, or coming across enemies, you're in a situation where it's like, I did not expect this to happen in this time and moment. You have tools now you can use to protect your energy so that, you're not feeling as heavy or as negative or, feeling like you might be, I'll say this lightly, feel like you're getting psychically attacked as well, or energetically attacked. You have these tools you can use to protect yourself. So I would say use them. They're very, very valuable tools you can use. Okay, so I'm gonna stop talking, and yeah, can we read some of the comments that's in the chat, please?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
All righty. So from Facebook, Wendy said, I feel protected, safe, and full, armored. And let me see. There was a question, is there a sound frequency to protect energy too?
Yes, there are different sound energies you can use. So if we think about mantras or like chanting mantras you can use for protection. One that I like to use, which is fairly basic and blanket, but you can use for different things. You can use it for protection. You can use it for cleansing. It's just Om, O-M, Om, Om, chanting Om. And Om, essentially, it's the root of where we get that word Amen in the Christian tradition. That's the root of that, Om, Sanskrit, Om. So that's a basic safe one to use. There's other ones we can use, but that's one that I would say you can use for mostly a lot of things, which is great.
Awesome. All right. And Val said, I feel like I have a force field around me. It's spiritual. Stacey shared, I feel powerful. And let's see, going further up, Gina, I feel energetic and calm at the same time. Charmaine, rejuvenated. Deborah McKinney said, I feel more alert. Wendy Pierre from Facebook said, black tourmaline, this is about the crystals in corners of my bedroom and under my bed. Also, I have a large one. It's white. Can't remember the name, but I clean my crystals with it. It absorbs the negative energy from the crystals. It can't get wet.
Got it.
Wendy Pierre, I sage mine and use Florida water on them before wearing. And Stacy said, selenite cleanses other crystals. You set them on top of it and also set intentions with them and program them. Clear quartz is great for absorbing intentions easily. And Stacy also said, thank you, Brother Kadeem. Proud of you, Master.
Well, thank you.
Yes. Say the first name again, sorry. CHOA.
Oh, Master Choa. Choa Katsu.
Katsu. Your elders, mama, community, and ancestors are proud. Beautiful. All right, and there's some more. Let me see. Florence, that you said to program the golden ball to protect. Please repeat the words. And then Stacy also said, just had my son and I do that last night 9 times with the inhaling essential oils. It may be clear quartz. So she's responding to someone else in the space about the white crystal that they couldn't remember the name of. All right. So how do you spell the master's name? You have to put it back. Charmaine, maybe you add it to the chat. Or
I was just about to add it. Go ahead.
I wrote it down. Master Choa Katsui. Yes.
Awesome.
Someone asked about the programming. Maybe I should write this down too. Yeah, so what you want, and I think this is at the basic level, and then you can use your own wording. But what you want is that you want the golden ball externally to be impenetrable. So you don't want anything to come in, right? You can just say, you want the golden ball, want you to be impenetrable from the outside to protect from all blah, blah, blah. I say negative entities, energies, thought forms, elementals. Okay. You can just say to protect from all negative energies or negativities. That's a nice blanket term. So we want it to be externally impenetrable. We want it to be internally permeable, so it can release any negative energies, entities, thought forms, elementals. But again, you can just say negative ball, I want you to be internally permeable to release all negativities. That's great. So externally impenetrable, internally permeable. But then you also, after you're done doing that, also want to say that you want to be the only one that can change, destroy, or reprogram it. Because other people, intentionally or unintentionally, can do the same thing. Again, things have their own consciousness and they kind of listen and connect to other stuff. Whether it's you or other external forces, you want it to just listen to you, to your thoughts, to just you alone, your energy. It's also important for you to say, just listen to me, essentially. No one else, nothing else. Okay, so those are the three basic things: externally impenetrable, internally permeable, and I can be the only one to change, destroy, or reprogram this ball.
All righty, let me see. There, I know Stacy came in. I'm not sure if you want to say something. So Stacy said came off the porch, meaning Facebook, but y'all got the name right. Haha. Yes. See, Cheryl and Brandon are good with the different crystals. Yeah, Coach Cheryl and Brandon Smith have talked about them many times in this space, and what they are and what they're good for sure. So if anybody needs follow-up, you can speak to Coach Cheryl. She knows all this stuff. Stacy, golden light, mold into a ball, place yourself inside the energy protection ball, roll it like clay, and say the affirmations, and end with "so be it now." And so she's here, she has her hand up. So if you want to come off mute, you can definitely do that. Stace.
Hello, Grand Rising, King Kadeem.
Hey, Stacey, Queen Stacey, yes.
Oh, I love y'all so much. I was like, let me come into the space so I could just bless my brother and tell him how much he has blessed me this morning and all of us. And thank you, Queen Shawnee. And yeah, it came because I wrote the name and I heard her say Master, and I was like, yes, Master Choa Kok Sui, yes, which is the founder of the pranic healing, modern pranic healing. So thank you. I just wanted to thank you and just let you know I'm so proud of you. And also that, what's do I have this bonnet on? Let me just show my face, so I see y'all beautiful face. Okay, it's probably kind of dark. I don't even know you can see me, but I just wanted to thank you for so many reminders, because a lot of times we have tools and we have our toolbox and we don't use everything because we have so much. Some of us have so much. Some people be like, all right, God, I got my 3 tools. That's all I'm working with. And I'm going to keep using those till the wheels fall off, which is also great. And just thank you so much, because when you said the brick wall, I was like, I forgot about a brick wall. I don't even do the brick wall. So I was like, yes, brick wall. Thank you so much, Kadeem. So just thank you so much for being here in the space. And I love you. I'm proud of you. And it's something somebody, I don't remember who said it, they say it's very important, even when you say you proud of the person, that the person say, I'm proud of me, I'm proud of myself. So go ahead, give it to me one time if you wanna.
I'm proud of me.
Come on now. All right, I love you, y'all. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Love you too, Stacey. Thank you. Jacqueline asks, what's the brick wall? So Jacqueline, that was the first technique that I gave, where you just visualize the brick wall. You just visualize the brick wall around you, above you, below you. Just like just visualizing that to protect your energy. Just visualizing that is powerful. Yeah.
I want to offer something up around this whole concept of the brick wall. So I remember I didn't know how powerful I was until this incident happened. I went to a healing session and folks were sharing like messages in the session, and I didn't want one of the women to read me. And so I blocked, I put up barriers, and she wasn't able to do it, but she spoke about it. She was like, you blocking me. And I was cracking up. I think I was with Jasmine, either Jasmine or Shamani, and they were like, "Ma, you are crazy." But I was like, I don't want her to read me. I wanted this other lady to do it. And I totally put up a barrier so she could not get through. And she spoke on it, which I thought was so funny, which speaks to her own power. And this stuff works. Like it really, really does. And we have such handicaps when it comes to spirit and energetic work because we don't know that we have these abilities and these powers to do stuff. We've been taught to just focus on the practical, the tangible, the things that we can see. And we're missing a whole world of support and covering and power because we don't access. And I'll say this one last thing. I was mentioning sound. You know, it's funny because my love language, the dominant one is words of affirmation. And, you know, I'm a singer and I speak and, you know, words are my jam and sound is my jam too. And also it can take me out. So sometimes people will call me on the phone. And if I have one of the ear pods or the headset, or if I'm holding the phone to my ear, depending on what they're saying, it gets in my body and I start to feel overwhelmed and like I can't take it. So sometimes I have to put them on speaker and have it be distant from me to talk with them, or I have to release the conversation because it's just too much, especially if I haven't covered myself for the conversation. So you just reminded me, it's like any conversation I'm having, especially for those who are dealing with a lot of trauma and stress, I have to cover myself and then just create that distance so I'm not absorbing it into my body and my organs and my aura is not impacted in a low vibrational way. So I just wanted to put that out there.
Correct. Thank you. Thank you. And I'll say, you know, for the folks that live in city, urban setting, metropolitan setting, and, you know, sound is a thing. I mean, you got cars passing by, you got jackhammers, you got ambulance, you got police cars, you got people yelling in the street. Sound, right? Powerful, lots of sound happening. So I think it's important, especially for y'all, us, because I'm in New York right now, especially for us to do a lot of, you know, protection on a day-to-day basis, because there's a lot of things, you know, coming our way. So thank you for mentioning that, Tony. All right, y'all. Thank you for joining, for staying for everything, for not for everything, for the everything, past 7:30. I appreciate it. To the folks in the Zoom space, folks on Facebook, thank you for being here. Now I'm complete.
Beautiful. All right, let's put up the rest of the slides for the session. And let's start with contact information for our brother Kadeem. So anything you want to say about people being in touch with you?
Yes, so if you want to get in touch with me, you have any more further questions or comments about today's session, yesterday's session, anything random you want to say, I'm on Facebook, Kadeem1, Instagram, Kadeem1, email, kadeem@kadeem1.com, website, kadeem1.com. Branding, it's all Kadeem1.
All righty, love offerings. It's the opportunity to set up an automated payment for 2023, whether it's $25 a month that you give towards these magnificent messages and supports for living life and living it to the fullest, or 50 or 75 or 100. This is an opportunity for you to create the space to give in this space that so generously gives to all of you. And some of you have already done this, so I salute you for taking this on and being contribution on a regular basis, and we thank you. So watch the links if you want to set it up. Top of year commitment to the Wake Up Everybody community. And who's up next? Kadeem again. Yay. So tomorrow, January 3rd, 2023, clearing the road for manifestation in 2023. I love it. So we're going to work on manifesting, and everything that has been taught in the last 2 days by Kadeem will support the manifestation power that we all have. And then the next day, Wednesday, energizing the road for manifestation in 2023 is you got to clear the road, then you energize it so that you can manifest. So that is awesome. Tune in. Kadeem has offered these 4 days so that we can start the year off powerfully and with intentionality. Yes. And welcome all new members. If you're new to the space, whether you're on Facebook or in the Zoom space, or you double dutch in and out, we welcome you into the space. We are here to continue to learn, elevate, and ascend. And I just want to let y'all know in March, which is a blip away, we're going to be 3 years old in the Wake Up Everybody community. March 29th is our birthday, our 3rd anniversary. It's just amazing that it's coming upon the 3rd year doing this work. So keep coming back, y'all. We're here to learn, elevate, and ascend. And the schedule, Sunday through Thursday is our schedule. Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. And Monday and Wednesday, 7 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. So keep this in your calendar so that you can check in. And even if you don't make it in, you can watch the replay and also share it with others. Remember to invite others so we can keep sharing and growing as a community. And then if you want to be sent automated messages to remind you that Wake Up is happening in the morning, you can type in 74121 as a number. And then in your text box, put Boo Nation in all caps, and then you'll automatically be added to the texting in the morning. And swagaliciousness. You can purchase any of the Woo swag. The other day, Adam posted about the fact that he got his tea or coffee mug, and he has a yellow inside on his coffee or tea mug or water mug, like whatever you want to use for it. I thought that was so cool. So get some Woo swag so you can have these affirming energies all around your house and on your body and in your airspace, or your aura can be manifesting and rocking Woo. And we just want to thank you. So there's links in the chat so that you can register for the rest of this week. You can join the private or public Facebook page. You can join us on Instagram or YouTube, and you can send us a message, info.wakeupseries@gmail.com. We're here for it. We're here for you. We love you. Now let's take this down so we can do what we know how to do as a community, which is to pour love in. Kadeem, I love that there are people still jumping in. They may not know what time it is, what day it is, so they still join in. I'm like, okay. All right, so we are going to go into gallery view so that we can see everyone as we pour this love in. So y'all, come on, unmute yourself.
We love you, Kadeem. We love you, King Kadeem.
Thank
Thank you
you,
so
Kadeem.
much.
Thank you, Kadeem.
Love
it.
Thank you for your love. Thank you for your time. Your
Yes,
energy
thank
is
you,
our
thank you,
blessing.
thank you.
Our blessing.
Again, it was so powerful as usual.
Thank
So
you.
much.
Your beautiful
Yeah, I work tomorrow,
smile.
so I'll be
Smile.
missing
everybody.
tomorrow, but I will catch the replay. Don't
Thank
want to miss a
you.
minute.
Thank you,
Nobody do
So
Charmaine.
much.
Thank you,
Have a
Queen
fabulous day,
Charmaine.
everybody.
Great work,
Hi,
everybody.
Gina.
Let's have a
Thank
great
you
day.
so much,
And let's move
Kadeem.
forward.
Thank you. Love